Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Nerf GelFire Ghost. This blaster came out in 2023 as part of the Nerf GelFire line and regularly retails for $49.99 USD. Though I purchased mine from Amazon for $29.99 USD. The blaster includes 5,000 GelFire rounds and protective eyewear. The blaster also has an extendable buttstock, adjustable sights, its bolt action, has a 100 round integrated hopper, and a removable boost barrel for extreme distance. The blaster also claims speeds up to 200 FPS, which will be noticed short on later down the line to see if it's true. Also, the blaster's recommended age is 14 plus. So with that out of the way, let's get this thing out of the box and see what's inside. Alright, here we have the Ghost out of the box. We're going to start off with our instructions. We have a very simple sheet of instructions here. It says how to assemble the blaster, how to use the blaster, grow your gel rounds, and how to clean it. We have our protective eyewear, very simple set of safety glasses, our pack of 5,000 GelFire rounds. We have our single bolt here. It is threaded, so we can take this off to make it slightly easy to store this blaster. We have our boost barrel here. It has a button on the side to release the barrel from the blaster. It also includes an accessory on the bottom. And now onto the blaster itself. So here we have the Ghost. There's a lot going on with this blaster. Let's just start off with something simple like the stock here. It has multiple positions. It's pretty cool. We have our integrated 100 round hopper. It has this little door here that opens up and you can fill with the gel rounds. We have our adjustable sights. You can adjust for elevation with this wheel. This raises up and down, and windage, which can be adjusted by using this one, and moves it left and right. It also has a rail up front near the front sight. We have a trigger lock down here. Forward is unlocked and back is locked, so you can't pull the trigger. To assemble a blaster, it's pretty simple. You just take your bolt and screw it on like so. Pull it back to prime. Pull the trigger to fire. And if you want, you can actually have the bolt on the other side. And now onto the main gimmick of the blaster, the boost barrel, which just kind of slides on like so. Not exactly sure how much power we're going to get out of this barrel. I'm guessing it's going to be kind of the same way the Deuce Pro has its barrel. But anyway, let's get this blaster out on the range and see how it fares. Because it has an integrated hopper, I thought might as well show how it's going to be loaded. So we just open up the door here. So all we have to do is just pour the gel rounds in here. I guess small clumps at a time work better. I guess that's how it's going to be loaded. Take a couple shots with it, just see if it works. It works. Yeah. Let's see how long this will last during the tests. All right, so here we are at the range. Just gonna start off with our distance test. And as usual, for context, the chicken marks 25 feet, the swan marks 35 feet, the frog marks 40 feet, and the far back wall marks 50 feet from where I'm standing. We're gonna start off by firing the Ghost without the barrel. We're gonna fire 6 shots each, just to see if there's a difference when it comes to distance. That one exploded. Oh. 50, 50, less than 50, 50. I'll do one more. I don't remember how many I fired. And 50. Now with the boost barrel. Oh, that hit the wall. That one hit something else. It's kind of hard to tell where they're... That one exploded. That one shot high. 50. 50. Okay, that was a lot more than 5 shots. Barrel does appear to be doing something. It does appear to be increasing its range. I mean, I have a max of 50 feet. So without the barrel, the shots hitting 50 feet or landing there. And with the barrel, they were much higher up. So that is kind of interesting. All right, so with that out of the way, let's go see how accurate this is. All right, here we are at the accuracy test. As you can see, we have our targets set up over there. We are approximately 20 feet away. We're gonna be starting off without the barrel first. And by the way, that is your sight picture. We actually have sights on a GelFire blaster this time. We're gonna try to fire 6 shots. Let's hope we can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, counted them this time. Seems to be pretty accurate. Let's see what the boost barrel does. Try to fire 6 shots each. Too high. That's, I think, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just want to fire one more. Okay, interesting. I don't know what this is doing, but it kind of feels like it's firing them upward. When I aim at them without the barrel, I could just kind of aim, gotta angle a little bit and I can hit. But with the barrel, I have to aim like really far down. So if I want to hit that green can there, I gotta aim like right here. Definitely you have to get used to it, and probably have to, that's probably why they gave you the sight adjustment, you know. Yeah, there we go. I'm aiming like down here to hit that can, so it's a little weird. It does work. It does seem to be changing some stuff. So you know what? Let's just move on to a speed test to see what the change is. Here we have the Nerf GelFire Ghost, and we're gonna see how fast it fires today. We're gonna be starting off a couple shots without the barrel. Now let's see what effect the barrel has on it. Pretty cool to see this barrel doesn't affect the blaster too much. With all the tests out of the way, let's go back to the table and talk about my thoughts on the Ghost. All right, here we are back at the table. I'm gonna be talking about the GelFire Ghost. So the Ghost has quickly become one of my favorite GelFire blasters. It's just a really fun blaster to shoot. It's very comfortable. I really like the grip, a light and smooth prime, and the trigger isn't too heavy. I also like the inclusion of the adjustable stock. It's also a very comfortable stock. I really like the sights on this blaster as well. The adjustment is really easy to use. And this hopper is pretty cool too. You don't have to worry about a giant bottle. You just kind of just pour them in. It does require some practice to make sure you don't, like, for them to like fall out and you lose all your gel rounds and you only get like 3 in there, you know. Build quality on this thing is also really good. There's no soft plastic. There isn't any gaps either. And it also performs really well. The straight shooter, it's very accurate. Off camera, I was doing a little bit of target practice. All these poles all around my yard, and you know, I'm shooting them from like 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, and I can hit them with this. You know, it's really thin, very small target. I can hit them with this. I also like the removable bolt handle. That's a nice touch. Means it's easier to store this thing. You don't have this large protrusion sticking out of it. So that's a nice touch. Now let's talk about the barrel. So the barrel is actually different than what we saw on the Deuce Pro, the Adventure Force Deuce Pro. Where in that blaster, the barrel is actually creates a seal with the blaster and just allows the dart to be pushed faster because pressure is being built behind the dart. This one is more or less similar to something we see in Airsoft or even in Nerf Rival. It has like a hop-up tab in it. For those who don't know, a hop-up tab is basically just a tab in your barrel that catches the top edge of your round projectile and adds some upward spin to it. So it kind of begins to spin and it kind of flies out the barrel in an upward trajectory, allowing you to increase distance. And that's exactly what this is. I began to notice that that's what this was when I first unboxed it, as well as when I went to shoot it during the accuracy test, noticing that I have to aim my barrel kind of in a downward trajectory for me to hit the targets using the barrel. which pretty much means if you're going to be using the barrel, definitely be using the blaster for longer distances. It will help with that, but for sure decrease accuracy when targets at a closer range. It's something to keep in mind. I still really like the barrel, really like the gimmick. Also, something I like about this barrel is it doesn't really affect the blaster's overall performance. When it comes to its accuracy, while it is affecting the up and down trajectory, the left and right axis is not affected at all. Still as straight shooting as ever. When it comes to range or distance, it has a pretty positive effect on it. You can hit a target further away without having to angle the barrel up too much. And also the speed is not affected by this blaster too much. Maybe like a couple of FPS here and there. It's not even that bad. It's like 1 or 2. So yeah, just overall, really good barrel. With that all being said though, I would for sure recommend picking up this blaster, especially if you're looking for something for like long distance or for some like long range target shooting, because this is a really fun blaster, really accurate too, so definitely pick it up for that. Though I would recommend picking it up on sale because $50 is quite a bit. Also, something to add, something I want to kind of say is a negative in my book, is the inclusion of only 5,000 GelFire rounds. I think something this as pricey as this should have come with the 10,000 that the other larger GelFire blasters came with. It would have definitely justified the price a little bit more, though to be fair, 5,000 does last quite a bit of time, especially if you're going to be using a blaster that's low capacity and has a low rate of fire, but still would have been very nice if they included the 10,000. But anyway, those are just my thoughts on this blaster. Comment your thoughts about the Ghost down below. What do you think about the barrel gimmick? Do you think it's a cool gimmick, or do you think it's a waste of time? Comment what else you want to see on this channel. I'm open to suggestion. Doesn't have to be blaster related. Let me know. Be sure to check out my review on the Nerf GelFire Raid, a kind of shotgun blaster. Shoots 5 gel rounds at once. It's a pretty cool blaster. Also check out my other reviews. I'll have both those linked at the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.